So, good day everyone. I am Gian Roniel E. Fernandez, and today I will be presenting input device and human-computer interaction hardware. As the title says, i-explore natin kung paano nag-interact ang human and machine. And I will explain kung paano nagiging posible ang human-to-computer communication gamit ang hardwares. So the first is what are input device. So an input device is a hardware component that allows data and commands to be entered into a computer. It serves as a bridge that provides control signal to the information processing system. So ang ibig sabihin, ang input device ay anumang hardware na ginagamit natin para makapagbigay tayo ng instructions sa computer. So, para siyang tulay na ginagamit para mailipat ang action natin papunta sa digital signal. So, next is the purpose. Its main purpose is to translate human action into digital signal, allowing user to control software and create ay documents. So, yun nga, kaya nga niya ginagawa ito is para maintindihan ng computer ang ginagawa natin tulad ng pagta-type, pag-click at pag-swipe. So, yun nga, naka-convert sila lahat into digital form. So, the main types o mga main types ng ating input device is keyboard, microphone, touchscreens, joystick, mouse, webcam, and also scanner. So, ito ang mga common device na ginagamit natin to interact with computer. Which one converts different types of physical input into computer um, readable data. So, next is the importance in human-computer interaction. So, input device are important because they act as communication between human and machines. So, increasing effective efficiency and providing easier to access technology. So, yun nga, kung walang input device, hindi natin makokontrol ang computers natin. Mas magiging efficient at accessible ang technology dahil sa mga hardwares na ito. So, next is the types of traditional input device. The first one is keyboard. The keyboard is the primary input device used for typing text, numbers, and symbols as well as giving command to the computer. So, itong mga pinakagamit na input device, ginagamit sa typing at pag-execute ng command tulad ng Control C at Control V. Then the second one is the mouse. The mouse is the pointing device that control the movement of the cursor on the screen, allowing navigation and selection of the items. So, yung mouse nga ay nagbibigay ng precision and speed sa pag-navigate ng computer. Kailangan ito sa pagpili ng files at pag-click ng buttons at lalo na rin sa pag-scroll. So, pag wala ito, mahihirapan tayong kontrolin ang ating computers. Then, the second one is the scanner. A scanner is used to convert physical image or document into digital format for inputting graphic data. So, ito naman ay kung may printed document ka, ginagawa nitong digital para ma-edit or ma-store sa computer. Then the last is the microphone. The microphone capture the sound or voice and convert into a um, electrical signal for digital processing, allowing data input. So ito naman ang device na naglalagay ng audio or voice sa computer para useful sa lalong-lalo na useful sa voice commands and meeting or sa recording. So next is the modern input device. So first one is the touchscreen. Allow direct interaction by touching the screen. They eliminate the need for a traditional input device and provide more intuitive method. So dito nga sa touchscreen, direct manipulate ang concept. Mas natural dahil hinahawakan mo agad ang screen. So next is sa motion sensor. Enable input through the user's movement and gestures used in gaming consoles like the Wii and other device for a more realistic experience. So ito naman, ginagamit sila sa camera or infrared sensors para masundan ang galaw mo. Advanced form of gesture-based control. So, next is sa voice recognition. Dito naman allows a device to understand and process spoken human language, providing natural um, natural and hands-free method of input. So, ito naman yung tech na beyond Siri, uh, Google Assistant, or the Ortona. Very convenient ito, lalo na kung busy ang users. So, next is the biometric device. Use unique biological characteristics such as fingerprint or facial features for user identification and security. So, ito naman, mas secure ito dahil unique sa bawat tao katulad ng biometrics. For example na lang is yung sa fingerprint at face recognition. Kadalasan, ginagamit itong biometric device sa mga unlocking device. So next is human-computer interaction or HCI. Definition of HCI hardware. HCI explores how human interaction with computers. HCI hardware includes physical components such as input and output device that make this interaction possible. So yun nga, kasama dito ang keyboard, mouse, screens, VR headset, and anything na ginagamit ng tao para makapag-communicate sa computer. So next is design for user experience or UX. UX design in HCI focus on creating intuitive and user-friendly products that provide positive experience. So sa UX naman, kung madali at comfortable gamitin ang device, good UX yun. UX is all about making the product smooth and simple for users. So next is the ergonomics and accessibility. Ergonomics ensure comfort, safety, and efficiency. Accessibility enables broad usability for everyone, including people with disabilities. So, yun nga, dito sa ergonomic and accessibility, kasama dito yung pagde-design ng keyboard para hindi nakakapagod gamitin. At paglagay ng features para sa mga person with disabilities. So next is connection of input device to HCI. So first is how input affects in HCI. So ergonomics ensure user comfort and effectiveness. So the right input device increase productivity. So HCI guidelines create user-friendly and efficient system. So yun nga, mas comfortable ang user, mas productive siya. Kaya critical ang tamang device para sa task. So next is challenges and solution. So sa challenge, limited precision. The next is solution. Device evolution and HCI guidelines for more effective interaction. So example is touchscreen, minsan hindi siya accurate. Kaya mayroon tayong stylus for for very better calibration and improved sensitivity. Then next is direct control. So direct control is sa mga example niya is yung touchscreen. So intuitive but with limited precision. Then sa indirect control naman, isa sa example nito is yung mouse. More efficient, maps movement and accurately. So yun. So yun nga, sa touchscreen are simple but not very accurate. So sa mouse naman is more precise siya, kaya mas okay for editing or detailed work. So next is the future of input device and HCI. So emerging technologies, AI, robotics, and biotechnology. Emerging technologies are transforming sector. So, yun nga, lahat ng developing industry gumagamit ng new interaction methods para mas smart ang device. So, next is virtual and augmented reality. So, enable immersive experience using natural movements, eye tracking, and voice command. So, for example, is VR and AR allow full body interaction, hindi lang mouse and keyboard. So, next is brain-computer interface or BCI. Direct communication siya between brain and computer. So, dito naman sa brain-computer interface, allowing controlling device through thought. Future tech siya, pero malaki ang potential para sa medical field. So next is personalized and adaptive hardware. Smarter input device that adjusts to the user. So yun nga, mag-a-adjust ang device para sa preference mo. For example, sa customized keyboard and sa adaptive controllers. So, yun nga, dito sa conclusion, human-machine interaction cover a wide range of process. Designing for user-friendly experiment is essential. Technology is rapid developing, bridging significant implication. So, yun nga, malawak ang interaction ng tao at computer at kailangan ng good UX para maging effective. So, next part is the future holds smarter system, more intuitive interface, and deeper integration into daily life. So, ethical use will ensure safe and beneficial progress. So, yun nga, habang lumalakas at gumagaling ang technology, responsibility pa rin natin ang tamang paggamit nito. So, yun lang po. Thank you.